It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC South. It's the Dirty Birds and the Bucs under the lights on Monday night.
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. The spirit of these fans not dampened by the weather. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, nice and dry up here in the booth. But Greg, rain throughout the day, going to rain on into the night. So this one is going to be a little bit of a challenge for these players.
Yeah, Mike, and even as you said it, you're exactly right. Down on the field before the game, the field looked in really good condition. But the #1 decision, you got to be in there as a player, talking to your equipment staff. Get the right cleats. The length. Are they molded? Are they screwing? How deep are they screwing? Make sure when you come out and that game kicks off, you are confident in your footing. Don't let a couple bad plays go against you early, and then you got to kind of change shoes and scramble. Get that done in pregame, confident going in, and let the game unfold the best it can.
Avery Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
Mike, I remember the first time I watched one of his college games, and I was blown away. I mean, the accuracy. That ball looks like it's jumping out of his hand. He is physically talented. He's mature. He's played a lot of football. He has overcome a lot of adversity, man. That is a formula for success in the NFL. He might have to wait a little bit to find his time, but the more opportunities he gets like here in this one, I think he has a bright future. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
You work all week on this opening script, and the entire idea, Mike, is to get off to a good start, establish some rhythm, both run and pass, and settle everybody in. Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that opening script plan has not gone according to plan.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
Yeah, you have to feel good, Mike, seeing Baker Mayfield back established as a franchise NFL quarterback. He had such a tough journey these last couple years, bouncing around multiple spots around the league. And then last year, down in Tampa, he has a chance to get them to the NFC Championship game just a few plays away. If he continues to play up to his potential, this team's going to be tough to beat.
That's caught left side by Otten.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now, a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
One of the tight ends in motion right. A short one there to Otten. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
This one on target to Godwin. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. They send Godwin in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Tampa.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ray McLeod on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here is Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he'll convert, picking up the first down at the 46-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? And this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On first down, it's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. 13 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Third and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Buccaneers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Right back to Irving. Oh. And he's got first down yardage. Bring it out to the 24.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They send Godwin in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Now he takes off, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run it. It's Irving. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. One of the tight ends motions right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. Pass throws deep for Godwin. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Motion man sent right. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with the sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
On 2nd down, Baker. Now he'll run. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 7-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. It is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Now he'll run it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Penix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The throw on the run is complete. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Get this complete, right side to Otten. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Here comes Otten in motion. That's thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Mayfield. That's his tight end, Otten. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They go play action with Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They bring their tight end right. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Bucs move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over once again. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. The reception for Rondale Moore. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Here's Penix. Now, deep ball for London. That's hot! And he will score! Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. On 1st down is Mayfield.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They send Godwin in motion. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here comes Otten in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
On comes the punter now. And he'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Here comes Drake London. The rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. A tight end in motion now. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Penix. He'll get back to Kadero Hines.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3rd and a yard. They'll send a tight end in motion. On 3rd down, it's Robinson. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Here's 3rd and 2. Third and 2, and panics. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To throw is Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down. To throw is Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Couple of 1st downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here in the 1st half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble 2nd reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Tampa Bay. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll throw. It's Penix. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of running back Bucky Irving. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. These two teams leave in the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. Whoa. The Bucs offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. The offense trying to extend the lead, but the defense, not only the takeaway, but Greg, the pick 6, and they can tie this thing up.
Yeah, and this game has been in the balance the entire way, and now for this defense to come up with this pick 6, they've got a decision to make now, finding themselves down by 1 here in the second half.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it, and the Falcons will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return is Sean Tucker. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense ready for this next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Throwing is Baker. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face. led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
The Falcons offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Mooney in motion. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Levante David doing his work on defense. 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. A 1st down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
On the option, here's Robinson. He'll push forward for about a yard. Levante David doing his work on defense. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Penix. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
On 3rd down, Penix. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
4th down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Falcons move out in front. The new score, 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Irving now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. This one is caught by Shepard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, it's Irving. Not much develops there. He'll get this to about the 43. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. A give, and this is Irving. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Room to run at the 30. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And that is incomplete, but a flag is down back in the backfield. Did they hit the quarterback late? Set to go now on 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Not much happening there, just a short gain. On second down, here's Penix. That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down.
First down, Falcons.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They're going to go play action with Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Irving now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Open man downfield, that's Godwin. And he will go all the way. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead by a point here in the 3rd. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. That'll be caught by McLeod. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the 1st down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
That is brought in. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
38 yards on the play.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Here's 1st and 10. Penix gonna throw again. Taking off.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Penix. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, Atlanta.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. So the field goal here gets you the late lead. You got to think you want 6 when you have it 1st down and goal. There he goes again.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Penix. He'll take it, and he's in. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Atlanta. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
All right, so the Falcons try to add on a 2-point conversion here. Pitts is the man in motion. Looking to throw, it's Penix. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Irving now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. First and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he'll manage only the 34-yard line. He's brought down after a short gain. Sending a receiver right. On second down, Baker. He keeps it himself, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly, realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket, decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Receiver in motion, going right. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Baker to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Big play coming up. This is third down. One of the tight ends in motion right. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. And he's Close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. I love this call, Mike. Second down and short, one of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it, but a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield, take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Tampa. That his second touchdown tonight. This will be big for the Bucs. They're going to try the 2-point conversion.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Williams now to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He's got his man, it's Mooney. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
They run over center with Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. We'll go play action now with Penix. Now he takes off. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down. A gain of 16, good enough for a first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
He'll go right and find his running back. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do because we
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. Feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. He gets this one to Moore. Nice run here on 2nd down, inside the 5, with more options now available for 3rd and goal.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. This defense standing up in the red zone. They stop him for no gain, and now it's 4th and goal.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Irving now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again, another catch. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Here comes second down. To throw is Mayfield. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. A.J. Terrell, the tight coverage there, and he knocks it away. Gonna need a big play now. Third down and long. Now Mayfield. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That is caught. He got Godwin. And he's going to have a Bucs first down. They convert in style. Huge play on fourth and long.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Mayfield to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This a potential game winner. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Williams on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. To throw is Penix. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that's gonna be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So, fire the cannon. It's a win for the Bucs. They took this one down to the wire. A late field goal does the trick. Walk away with the victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.